In this video, we'll have a look at the proportional editing tool here. So here we have Victor that I did download from the demo files for Blender here into the asset bundles here. You have the human base meshes and you can download human parts or even entire human bodies. You have realistic and toon style, so very good to make some experiments and even to have a base mesh to start modeling or to start a new character very easily. So yeah, you can download this and have a look at it. But yeah, for this one I have just the bust of it, and here I will hide it because at first I would like to show you how to use this tool. Okay. So here is a new collection and I will add here a new mesh. This mesh will be a grid. Good. The grid is a plane that is subdivided here. So what we will do, we'll just subdivide this with 100 to have enough subdivision, a real dense grid like that. Okay, I will go into orthographic view and I will activate here my tool in edit mode. So now that I am in edit mode and I can here use that tool, when I select one vertex like that and make GZ, we can see the result here. So without the tool, it will make this. Just one vertex is moving. And now, if I move, I have a kind of proportional zone outside. I can use here the scroll of the mouse to increase here the zone, okay? The zone size. So here I can select multiple at once and they will have an influence like this. So very easily to make kind of little maybe hills like that, okay? And you can select more very easily, just a few ones, and make something more little maybe. Okay, and you will start to have a kind of landscape very easily, just like that in a few clicks. Okay, so you can even make some mountains. You select some on top like this, and you will increase just even more. Okay, so yeah, can be very useful to make this kind of modeling. But if I come back and make Ctrl Z a few times, if I have enough Ctrl Z, maybe not enough. So what I will do, I will select everything and make SZ at 0 and put back everything very straight like that into the Z axis. So what I can do now, I can show you all the options that we have here. So first of all, we have the connected only and the projected from view. We will see that with Victor here after. And here we have the different proportional editing options that we have. So it will change the influence. For example, if I use sphere, I will show you smooth first. Okay, make a GZ like that. And after you have the sphere. And depending on what you want to do into your mesh, you will have a lot of possibilities like that to create a shape that suits you, okay? So this was the sharp here. You have the linear that make a straight line just like that. Okay. You have the constant, it takes everything inside the zone. And you have the random here that moves everything randomly. Can be useful sometimes to create some noise somewhere or yeah, things like that. So this is a very powerful tool, especially if you work with organic models. Okay, it will really help to manage that. So let's work a little with Victor here. And let's go inside edit, in edit mode inside Victor. And now you can see that if I use the tool smooth here, I have an option to use the X symmetry or not. So if I use X symmetry, everything that I move here will move into the other side, okay? So it can be very useful to change the expression, for example. If I want him a little more angry, maybe I can put this there with cheesy, okay? So now he's not really happy. Maybe put more like this, okay? Not bad. Okay, so now you see that he is angry. And maybe I could put the mouse like that, but you can see that sometimes this one, the smooth one, is not really the best for moving the corner of the mouse like that. Maybe I will use the sharp, and you can see it makes better job, okay? So now we did change here the face. So we can come back to the original, okay, by make Ctrl Z, or you can even store this into something that is here, and it's called the shape keys. So for example, let's add shape key just like that. It works in object mode at first, and you have the basis and the key, okay? You will put the key at 1 and go inside. So now what we do is changing the shape of the key here. So let's go there and change that like I did, okay? And maybe put this one here with the sharp and just the corner like that. Yeah, he is not happy. Maybe a little here in the nose. Yeah, he's really not happy. He's even a little aggressive now. So what we have here is something that we can change, as you can see with the slider now, okay? We can call this angry. And what we can do, we can add another one, okay? And maybe we will call it happy. Let's go there. We put it at 1, we go in edit mode, and now it will be happy. So it will be happy. So let's go with something more open with the eyes, okay? And maybe with a big smile like this, with a sharpness here. Oh yeah, he's far more happy there. Maybe a little in the nose, just like that. So yeah, now he looks happy. Good. So you can change now from happy to normal and to angry, okay? And you can even sometimes blend two at once. Like for example here, if I want to close the eyes, I will maybe use this one here, and I will add another one. Okay, I will call it blink. And now I will just start to move here. It has to be 1 or it will not work. So, and it's there that you see, when you move, you have the top that is moving too, and it's not really what we want here. We want only the bottom. So what we will do here, we will use the connected only. It means that only the connected face and only the connected vertices here will be influenced by this tool now. So it means that if I move, the top will not move. And this is what I want, actually. Okay, so it goes a little inside the eye. So inside view, I can put it back here, somewhere like that. And I will make the same with the top, okay? And I will start to blink, start to close the eye, the entire eye. I use always the right size to be sure that it works well. Okay. So now we have something like that. Okay, maybe I will put it a little higher, everything, so I can take both at once, and maybe a little lower actually. This side, I'm not happy with it. It's not really realistic here. It looks a little better already. Good. So we have the eyes. So now we can be angry with the eye closed or open, or maybe half open. And you can make the same with happy and with the eye closed. So yeah, you can really play with this with the shape keys. It helps really to store the expressions and to store the where are the vertices at this point. So it can be very useful to use both tools, the proportional editing one and the shape key here to help you like that. So you did see that it works, for example, the link one. Let's say, for example, the when you use here the connected only tool, like for example, let's say you have maybe a separate part, like here, we will just duplicate that with Shift D and extrude that. So it's a separate geometry, okay? Good, so now we have this. To be sure that you want to move both, you select this, for example, and if you want to select this part here and this part here, if you want to have an influence on both, you will use the connected without the connected only, okay? And at this point, it will move everything like that. But if not, you will just use the connected only tool and it will work only with this part. So that's why it's very important to understand that. I just removed this part. You have here the other option, and maybe I will come back to the basis. You have the other option here. It's the projected from view. So it's different from the first one. So maybe I come back to angry here and manage angry only. And as you see here, if I enable that and remove this one, okay, now if I just move like that, you will see that all the vertices here will be affected into that view. So it's a little different from this behavior, okay? So yeah, I don't use this one that much, but yeah, the connected only and all these options here are really, really useful and handy. So that's it for this video. I save you this into the source files for sure. And in the next video, we will make our first real exercise in edit mode, into edit mode modeling. We will make the mug.